Hello, welcome to SWF Previewer. This is my first version of this app, and all it does is I can import animations and preview them. So you can see here that I've just selected three, and what I wanted to show you is if I shift select these, it's going to add to what I'm importing and previewing there, or I can of course select the entire directory. Now, basically, I designed it this way because I would probably normally do it to where I show just three at a higher, size or resolution, and then show a bigger number and show a smaller preview of them when I have the larger number. So if I come down here, I happen to know that if I select right here, it's going to cut off nice and neat down here and have 3, 3, 3, 3, all the way down to here. And I can have one more row. But I like it like this. So I don't feel like I have to show previews to everything, especially when I have a very large number of animations. People rarely count the animations, and it's often good for them to discover that there was more than was shown on the sales page after they purchased. So, but in any event, if I do have all of them, I'll see the scroll bar. Unfortunately, the scroll bar does not work, but I am leaving it there in case you want to talk through your demo and you want to be able to do the scroll bar while you're demonstrating what the content is. What you don't have is there's no ability to size these, change these, or array these in different ways. I could be talked into adding that. Just give me some feedback. Tell me what you want. And if you do want something, if you can defend it, if you can tell me, the reason why I want this is because, that really helps me to decide whether or not I'm going to take the time to add something to this. But I'm very open to feedback. I know that there's a few things that I'm going to have done in this. I'm going to wait for the feedback and then, get a list of things before I have the programmer hop onto this, because it's very disruptive to go back and forth between different apps. And so I want to just get a good number of things before we tackle it again. But for now, what it does is exactly what I've been showing you here. Now, I wanted to show you that you can do things like the shift select. Now, and I think I might be running into a bug that I want to be sure and point out here. I selected every other one, but it didn't actually import the images that I want. So it does that right now. Sorry, but all you have to do is just relaunch it, and it will start behaving. So let me just get this. I like it to be nice and big and fill the screen. And now if I shift select, actually I'm command selecting them on a Macintosh. It could be probably control. But anyways, every other one there. And so you can see that it always starts from the left. And since there's 7, I'm not really centering them. But when I crop these out, I can center them on my screen however I want. So I do a screen capture of these. There's no export capability. And let's come down here and let's open. So I do something like this, and here's a larger version. Now this larger version, you can see, when it's converted to GIF, it kind of gets a little ugly. So I probably wouldn't actually show it at that size, or I probably would go ahead and show it with full resolution video if I wanted to show the bigger things. But this is really the kind of thing that mainly you can do. I'm not sure that this is the exact size I would go with. I'm still experimenting with this, but this is not the size that it was captured in. It was full screen like I was showing you just a second ago. And it's always a balance. You want to have something big enough for them to get an idea of what's on there, but not so big that it fills the screen and makes them scroll forever and stuff like that, and takes too long to load also because the files are big. Now, what I used was I screen captured with ScreenFlow, and then I just exported that out. I cropped it in, by the way, and then exported it out as an MP4, and then I'm using Total Video Converter, which is available on the Macintosh. It just happens to be the first program that I got my hands on. But I went over here to point out that I've in the past just used Zamzar's MP4 to GIF, but there's a bunch of other ones here. Just search MP4 to GIF converter online. And there's a bunch of different programs that do this. You can probably find one. I just happen to already have this one, and so I was using it. And the main benefit that I had with this was the ability to adjust the sizing. So the dimensions, I have different dimensions. I can do a custom size here if I want. and I'm playing with that myself right now. So, but I'll be interested to see how you all do it. But I think what I'm probably going to do is, something where I show the bigger size and then some of the smaller sizes and so forth. And so that's what we got right now with SWF Previewer. Again, give me your feedback. I'm making this video public and putting it on on Facebook in the group here just to get your feedback already. And let's bang this out and make this a useful tool for all of us and to help us make money.